Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm Christine Crowell, and today I really want to go through the motions of what I felt when I quit my 9 to 5 many years ago, when I felt like I was in chains. I felt like I was in some sort of bondage, it was terrible the way I was feeling. And when I actually went in to speak with the manager to give my notice, for example, I really didn't even want to go in to give my notice. I was like, because I just felt as soon as I gave my notice, I really wanted to leave right there and then. So I was hoping and praying that they would actually say, you know what, you don't need to do your 2 weeks notice. You can leave now, for example. That's really what I wanted in my heart of hearts. I was praying that that's what they would say, for example. And it really depends what position that you're in, whether you're in management or whether you're senior management. You've still got that responsibility to give proper notice and to work out that notice. So when I walked in, I knew that I just didn't want to be there anymore. When you feel like you don't want to be there anymore and that it's causing you stress and anxiety, then it's time to leave. It really is, because it's no good for you, and it's not good for your employer. It's not good for your colleagues either, to know that someone is there that doesn't want to be there and is feeling miserable inside, because it's going to make them feel miserable as well. So like I said, when I went in there, I gave my notice, and thankfully the head team was like, you know what, you don't need to give your notice. You can finish today because we've got everything covered, for example. So I was like, the sigh of relief that I had, for example, I just felt like they were just working me to death. That they didn't care that I was working all these long days and long hours, and I just felt exhausted, and I just felt that I was just a number. I just felt like I didn't matter, that I wasn't valued. That's how I felt. And that literally is all I can say, is how I felt. So when I went in, gave the notice, and they said I don't need to work out my notice because I still had holiday pay, so I can have it as holiday, for example, garden leave, whatever they call it these days. So I did that. But when I walked out of that building, something happened to me. I had my briefcase in my hand. I don't know why I had a briefcase, because I was working in the care sector. Probably because I was working on my business that I was trying to set up. Like I said, always try and have something in place if you can, ready. And what I realized is that when I opened that door, when I walked out as a ex-employee, I felt this ray of sunshine just come over me. I just felt like the weight of being lifted off of my shoulders. I felt like Christine again. I felt I could breathe. I felt human. I felt happy. You would have thought I would have felt sad, but I didn't. I felt happy. And yes, there was a part of me that was frightened, and I thought, oh my goodness, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to pay my mortgage? How am I going to pay this, that, and the other? How am I going to do that? But you know what? I felt happy. I felt happy. And I was like, God will provide. No matter what happens, God will provide. God will provide me with the opportunities that is going to increase what I've lost. I didn't think that it was a bad decision. I knew it was the right decision to make for me and my family. It was the right decision. And at that point, like I said, I was walking down the road. I didn't get on the bus. I just walked. It was a wonderful sunny day. I felt like a sense of relief. I felt joy, happiness come over me. I felt I could see things clearly. You know, I felt like I was in this storm and that I couldn't get out. I couldn't escape the storm. I felt like I was going to be swooped up. I felt that my well-being, and I literally felt like my life was in danger. Physically, mentally, spiritually, I felt that. And what I will say to you is when like I said, I was walking down the road and I was walking for about 30 minutes just thinking about what's just happened, you know. But I felt a sense of relief. I felt happy again. I felt like me again. I got home. I told my husband that I gave my notice, but he knew I was going to give my notice anyway. But he didn't realize that, you know, it would be so quick kind of thing. But I was happy, so he was happy that I was happy. And there's no feeling that I can explain how I felt. I felt a sense of relief. And that's when I decided that I must lock myself in my bedroom to get my business going because I needed to get money in as quickly as possible. I knew I had a time frame of a month because I knew I was getting paid for that month, but I also knew that I had a time frame of a month before I won't get paid. So I had to fill that void as quickly as possible. And that's when I started my agency as well, because I didn't have the income to come in. I wanted to be a coach. That's what I wanted to be, what I'm doing now. But I had to go through certain things first. I had to go through running various businesses, care businesses first. So that's what I needed to do. I needed to set things up so that I could run various care businesses. I had my plan set out. And this is what I'm saying to all of you, for those that are watching, that you got to have a plan. You know, to not have a plan, you plan to fail. You must have a plan of what you want to do. You've got to think about what resonates with you, because not all care businesses are the same. You've got to think about, or any business, what type of business is going to resonate with you and your life and your family. What do you feel happy at doing? Because there's no point going into, leave one job and then you've gone into another job. You got to look at what is going to suit you and your family's needs best. You don't want to go into a business and you're doing 12-hour, 15-hour days, for example. You got to look at what it is that is going to fit in with you. What do you need to do? What is it that is going to resonate with you and your lifestyle? What is your family? What is your dynamics? What is your strengths? You know, no point doing long hours again, because, you know, a care business is not easy. So think about what is going to be easier for you. Is it going to be temporary, or is it going to be permanent placement, medical staffing, for example? Is it going to be home care? What type of healthcare business do you want to do? Will it be supported living, sheltered housing, assisted living? Think about these things, but you've got to plan. You got to plan and use your salary, some of your salary, to help fund your new business, to get the equipment and the things that you need in place, ready, so that you can hit the ground running, which is what I did. I was able to hit the ground running. So think about what type of business that you want to do, and make sure it's something that fits in with you, that's going to be helpful for you and your lifestyle, because you want to have quality of life, business quality of life. You don't want to leave one business and then you're still working like an employee, in your business and not being the CEO. Yes, of course, you're going to be doing this to begin with, but you don't want it to be a long-term thing. So write a plan, do a strategy of what type of healthcare business will suit your personality, will suit your lifestyle the best. So I hope that was helpful for you. Do like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I can't wait to share more information with you. I'm going to start pumping out more videos so that it's going to be beneficial for all those that are watching as well. So do hit the notification bell and share as well. If you know someone, share it with them so that you can get updates of when these videos come out, which is going to be more regular than what it was before, because I know that there's a need out there and that you need to be motivated, you need to be encouraged as to what type of business you want to do. So I hope that you found this helpful today. I look forward to talking to you in the next video, and have a wonderful, blessed day, everyone. Take care. Mwah. Bye.